Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to another video. This is video number 4. One of the things I've noticed in making my first few videos is I say a lot, and I apologize for that. I know it's a filler word, and I'm going to try not to do that quite as much. Also, another thing I've noticed about myself is that I tend to kind of look away from the camera a lot of the time, and I apologize for that as well. It's not that I'm not trying to speak directly or whatever. It's that I am, processing my thoughts and trying to get across the things I've thought about talking about in the video. So anyway, this is video number 4, and we're going to be discussing today tools, gunsmithing tools, and which ones you should buy and which ones you should kind of stay away from. It's going to relate to even guns themselves, and I'm going to be using types of tools too as an example. Anyway, here we go. So, gunsmithing tools, guns are a tool in and of themselves. They're a tool used for defending yourself and your freedom and providing for your family through hunting and different things. Now, one of the things that I have noticed in my own life in tools is that it's more important to buy quality than quantity. And a lot of people are going to disagree with that. And I don't understand why, because to me, when you buy quality, you buy it once, you've got it for life. Chances of it breaking are very low. Versus if you buy a lesser expensive one and it's made of inferior quality, it's going to break and it's going to potentially cost you as much or more in the long run for various reasons. Now, I personally demand very high quality in my tools. I prefer tools that are made in either America or Europe. I am not really a fan of Asian-made tools that are made in Taiwan, Japan, China, places like that. And the reason being is because they don't get the impurities out of their steel near as well as American and European tools do. I don't know why, but in the past, when I've seen tools break, almost every single one of them, in fact, every single one of them that I've seen, have been tools from those other countries that don't get impurities out of their steel as well. So, if you buy a tool from one of those countries and it breaks, that can cost you on several for several different reasons. So, it can cost you the initial price of the tool. So, if you have a higher quality tool that is made in America or Europe, and let's say it's $20, and let's say its Chinese or Japanese counterpart is $8. If you have to replace the tool because yours breaks, then you're out $16 when you could have just spent $20 and bought one that didn't break. So that's part of the cost. Also, if you're in the middle of a job for yourself or a customer or whatever, and you have to not only buy the tool again, but you have to either order it because you don't have a store near you that sells it, or if you have to spend a half hour to drive to a store that has something maybe kind of close that you can use. All those things are a cost. The time, the money, all of that is a cost. The driving, all that is a cost. And so why wouldn't you just, to save yourself the headache, buy the better tool to begin with? Okay, that's what you should do. Now, I realize that in some cases, in a lot of cases, the higher quality tools that are made in America and Europe are in some cases harder to find. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't search them out. If it's a tool you don't use that much and you are just going to use it once in a while, and you can't find anything else, then okay, you can buy a tool from one of those countries that doesn't make it as well. But if you can, in most cases, especially if it's a tool you're going to be using fairly frequently, you should buy the higher quality tools. You should buy them made in America or Europe. I personally, the one that I will knock on a little bit just because of what I've seen from you know from gunsmiths and from reviews and different things is Wheeler Engineering. I've heard some not so good things about Wheeler Engineering, and they're very popular when it comes to gunsmithing tools, in particular screwdriver sets with interchangeable bits. I watched a video or read an article or something a while back that a guy was working on a gun for a customer, and one of his screwdriver tips broke. Well, Wheeler Engineering claims that they're guaranteed and that they'll replace those bits. So not only are they made in, I think, China or Japan or something, which is why they broke, part of why they broke in the first place, but also they claim they're guaranteed for life. So he tried getting a hold of them so that he could get a replacement bit, and I can't remember if it was they didn't have a contact number or email, or if they did and he couldn't get a hold of him, but for whatever reason, he wasn't able to get his bit replaced. So I personally am not, I'm kind of a little shy when it comes to buying from them, just because of the quality and the customer service dependability from what I've seen in reviews and different things. I personally only have one tool that is from Wheeler Engineering. It came in a package. I did not buy it individually, and it's a sight tool. I haven't used that yet because I'm still, in the process of setting everything up to open and all that. But anyway, that's one I would kind of be a little cautious of. They're very common and they're very popular. I mean, you can buy them in different, like sporting goods stores and stuff like that. But you would be better off to search out a higher quality American or European made tool, or a company that makes their tools in those countries. One of the ones that I would recommend, they're a little more limited in what they make. They do make screwdrivers and they make punches and some different things, and that is Grace USA. I believe they've got a website. I think it's graceusa.com, but I could be wrong. Anyway, if you're looking for good gunsmithing tools, look them up. They're a very good company. They make very high quality gunsmithing tools, and I don't think you would be disappointed. I certainly haven't been. They've been very durable from me working. I've got some of them, and I've worked on some of my own guns, and they're very good tools. So anyway, pay attention to quality. Try to buy quality as much as you can, and don't be afraid to spend the extra buck, because it can and most likely will save you money and time in the long run. So please pay attention to your tools. Anyway, that's all I can really think of for right now, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, share, all that kind of stuff. Comment, leave in the comments anything you think I might have left out or whatever, and I'm more than willing to update them in the future. But that's my thoughts for tonight. So anyway, I appreciate it. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.